Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here. Welcome back to Better Than Potter. Today we have got a game coming up, I don't know when, but we have a deadline day signing. We had a look at the squad and we had a look through, we've got 92, that's correct, 92 million in 371k wage. We don't need a big squad, and to be fair, I'm happy with most of the players that we have. You know, we've got a good amount of youth and experience, a good amount of great quality players that are good enough to progress us to the next level, I feel. But with the money, it always comes a time where you just need to spend it to make things happen. You're having a look out there and you're having a look across the team and you're like, where's the position you really need? There's only one guy that stands out. 2.5-star Mr. Robert Sanchez. In real life, I have a lot of time for him. I think he's a great keeper alongside Raya as being two of the really good keepers in the league that probably don't get enough light. On FM terms, though, not much of a shot stopper. Yes, he's 197 centimetres. Yes, we've seen him make some saves, which have been good. But he's also someone that is happy to do this and become a backup. With that being said, and he's happy to become a backup, can we get a better keeper? We tried. We definitely tried. We had an offer in for Ugran Kaker. Ugran Kaker. Mate, I can't spell. Ugran. Newcastle, where are you? There you go. All I know is that he just joined Newcastle, so that's that. There he is. UGU. There we are. Ugran Kaker. We went in for him. PSG, they went in for him. And then Newcastle went in for him on deadline day. Is what is. And we did not get our man. Next keeper we went after, though, was Newbell. And Alexander Newbell had no interest in coming to me because we didn't have a good enough year last year to match his stature in the game. All I wanted to say to him, you never played for Germany. You never played as a number one. I'm never, ever, you're just going to sit in Neuer's shadow until he retires. So, yeah. So, obviously, we didn't go for Alexander Newbell. With that being said, the keeper we went for is Mr. Altay. Mr. Altay Bendio. Second choice Turkish keeper behind Kaker. Obviously, Kaker is quality. But what this guy does do is allows us to get a different type of keeper who, on paper, is already better than Sanchez and has still got some ability to develop as well at 25, as keepers generally develop a little bit longer. Yeah, physically he's not the greatest, but when you're 198 centimetres, do you have to be? But what he does do is some stuff that is really, really, really good. He's got good handling ability, good one-on-ones, and great amount of reflexes. Also got 16 aerial reach as well. Wants to come in to be an important player, and I think he's worth it. With the positioning that he's got, I don't mind. As a sweeper keeper, is he our type of sweeper keeper? Probably not, because we'd rather someone that's a bit more higher up the field on the rushing out tendency and in the throwing department about rolling out. But in terms of a shot stopper, I think this guy is a great player to bring in. And lastly, he loves a big game, and I think I'm going to throw him straight into the game against Manchester City on his debut, as tough as it comes for a keeper, but someone that we definitely give it to. Or we play Sanchez so we protect him. I might do that too. In the end, that's the signing. Is that a signing you would have made? Let me know in the comment section. Yet again, thank you for the support. So give this episode a like and subscribe. But I think we've got ourselves a very decent keeper. And at the end of the day, he didn't break the budget. Which means if he is the wrong choice, we can always go after a world-class keeper in a couple years anyhow. Welcome back, YouTube. We are going to give you the Brighton versus Chelsea game at Stamford Bridge against Zinedine Zidane to end off this episode. It's only 4 games in, but it is an important game for us because if you have a look at the table, we're 16th. In saying that, we've had a pretty tough start. Since we last met in terms of results, though, they've actually been okay. So the Arsenal game was whatever. You guys need to watch this. We played the counter-attacking 4-3-3 on balanced, and their Palace were lucky it wasn't 5 or 6 because some of the football was delightful. Fred, Salcido, ball and a half to Andreas, McAllister, one touch, cross keeper, top bin, thank you. You probably wanted to watch that on that view there, so let's go and keep it on that view. Anyway, win the ball back here. McAllister after a corner. Wins it back, gets a little lucky. Drives to the box. Danny Welbeck, goal, number 2. And then finally the last one. All happened within inside the first 20 minutes, and then from there we killed him. Fred, great ball to Thuram. Ball and a half to Andreas, and Andreas does no nonsense cross keeper, thank you. and the ball and a half from Taram into the space. It was delightful, lads. Delightful. We then played Bristol. We won 1-0 in the Cabaret Cup. This was a game that we were never losing. We were very confident in it, but you never know. And then we played Man City, and we lost 2-0. Did not start Alta. We started Sanchez, saved a Haaland penalty. We, at 1-0 down, hit the post from a corner, and we also saw Edison make a save. We had some chances to make it 1-0, and then they scored 90th when we went to chase. But more importantly and lastly, the last game we played was the big game in terms of are we having a good start or not, and it was West Ham. And when Ward-Prowse scored in the 43rd minute, you can watch my stream back to know I'm not lying. It was one shot, one on target, one goal. Corner, they played a back. Ward-Prowse took the corner and he beat Alta at his near stick, which is not great. We scored eventually with Venecio as well. Going to show you it because Richardson was in the build-up. We started on the possession. We moved into the counter-attacking because they had more of the ball, West Ham, because they have Brendan Rodgers in charge. And as soon as we did that, they got their one highlight from a corner and they scored. So I was very annoyed. And then we went back possession and actually moved to a 4-2-3-1 to chase. And Richardson came off the bench. There's a reason why the young 16-year-old came off the bench. Inesio makes a great little tap in there. But the reason is we got 3 players out injured and they're 3 big boys. McAllister, Welbeck and Salcedo. And they're all not going to be able to play today. Welbeck, firstly, training injury. 3 to 5 weeks, damage knee cartilage, annoying. Salcedo, training injury, out for the next 7 days and 3 weeks, but misses the start of our better runner fixtures, which is annoying. Means we have to play Civet back a lot, which he's not happy with. And McAllister just did a training injury and has pulled his ankle ligaments out for the next 2 weeks as well. Important to note, Fred did do a tight hamstring, but he is back and fit enough to play. Correa doesn't like playing as a pressing forward. He's not really that type of player, but we've got no options. We don't have Welbeck to bring in for this. The rest of the team, though, he kind of picks it stealth. Jones has already played. I don't really have anyone really on the bench, Robert Sanchez or Phillips. Sanchez will make the bench because why not? Our team against Chelsea is going to be Alta, Lamptey, Sotalo, and Salusu. I'm actually going to go get Salusu out for Ben Dunk and go to that. With Stupian, Tarum, and Civet with Fred. Might actually go and do that and get Civet in the hole with Fred. Only reason is I think Civet needs to be more happy out the two. Just want him to make sure he is happy. And then Andreas and Nesio playing right wing because no McAllister and Correa up top. Makeshift. Main reason we're giving you this game is we probably need a point. 5 points from 5 games. 4 points from 5 games and a negative goal difference. Not a good start. Somehow win the game and we're laughing. Selena in net, and there's a new signing. I know they've gone with a breakthrough under 19 goalkeeper. That's not bad. We'll get at that, hopefully. Lukaku, Sterling, and Havertz, Jorginho, Mount, Kante, Chilwell, Nathan Chabola, whatever his name is, with Fofana in there as well. And I think they had Reece James at right back. They did indeed. Score predictions. We are live on stream. Do give us a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as Havertz heads over. I love starting in balance. It's not bad. I actually think this is our best tactic. But the possession-based system has played well in every game that we've seen it in, just not scored, which is annoying. Anyway, 15 minutes played, 0-0. Not had much of the ball. We will move to a bit more cautious in a second, I think. Sterling wins a header, hits the bar. Sterling's winning headers. We're not doing well enough. And there we go. Corner down our end. Andreas takes. Dunk. Oh, cleared away as well. Got time there, Correa. Left it. He's got to pick that up. Flick on into a dangerous area and it was cleared away. He's got to pick that ball up. Got to move us. Wait. Game's evened up a little bit. We'll leave it for now. I was going to move us into cautious. Chilwell. Looks for Lukaku. Flicks down. Mount hits. Alta makes a great save. Alta makes a great save. 0-0. Love seeing that. Mount now. Lukaku. Alta with another fantastic save. Chilwell. Mount. Highlight still not over. And Alta for the 3rd time playing well. Keeper's having a weldy. Going to move us to cautious definitely now after watching that. Hopefully we get in there. We played the system against City. We went 1-0 down. We actually went very defensive to get in at half-time, 1-0 down. And then moved it to cautious, then went attacking. And conceded when we went attacking. Had chances on cautious though. Correa picks up a knock. Not having the best of game in this system, which is fine. Going to give Correa 15 minutes as an advance forward. And then Richardson, because he's the only recognised other striker that we have available, is going to go in there as well. And play out from the back because we can do this. Satalo, Sivet, outer, thumps one, looking for Correa. He is 6'2", but he ain't going to even make a challenge for that. Kante now. Should have went to a fullback. Reece James, picked off by Fred. And then he turned back into trouble. Wow. Lamptey wins it. This is where we got to go. On the break. Lamptey, Sivet, looks for Correa over the top. Doesn't find him. Inesio, he's there. Doesn't find him either. And Fred gets sent off. That's like my first red card this year on FM. Wow, big moment. Something like that. Something like that. Something like this. Wow. The most annoying part about that highlight, he won the ball twice. Fred should have turned around and went with it. And then, yeah, that was not particularly good. 5 straight in for Sivet as well. Jesus Christ, we're dropping like flies. Keep to run there. I don't really have a ball-winning midfield, I don't think. Casper's actually going to go in here, and he's actually going to go in here as a bit more of an advanced playmaker and support and just sit in the hole and distribute and keep Tarum sitting there doing not much. I think that's the go. Coughing some injuries, man. Sterling finds Pulisic. Kaku flies wide. Down to 10 men, I'm not particularly happy, but still 0-0 somehow. A lot of bookings out there. We are on that system. I am going to move us into Richardson into there. Get rid of that. I'm actually going to move us into defensive and let us really sit in here. And a low block. No goalkeeper distribution either. Confirm those changes. 70 minutes played. Highlight. Somehow if we could pitch a draw it would be nice, but I doubt it. James is ball in, Havertz is there, there it is, game over. As soon as it comes out my mouth. I said it last episode, 2-1 up, but, you know, last year we lost all these games 3-2. We did, and then, yeah, bang. Mid-block, load it back up, do that. Moving to this, moving to that. Get Tarum in as a deeper line playmaker and defend. Take him in on attack, and Essio can do what he wants to. Richardson, that's fine. Then it's a bias for an Essio, even though just get him in. Joe Scully for Lamptey, and a Stupian has not had a good game either. Nor has Tyler, to be fair. Might leave a Stupian and actually go to Salisu. Go to something like that. Just go for it. Probably put us on cautious, but play for a set piece and be a bit more direct. Don't let the ball into the box. Final moment, have a dig. 1-0 down. We're that close. If it wasn't for the red card, this game could have been very interesting. But with the red card, annoying. Bloody Fred. Civic could be out injured. James pops one top bin, game over. Well, it is what it is. Well, can't do much. It is what it is. Can't do much. Like basically the Man City game 2.0 here, is that we could concede a third, and that would be detrimental. James fired that in there. There we are, 2-0 we lose. Chelsea dominated, as you expect. It's not a good start yet again in the league. Make all the changes, played some good football yet. We're in the same spot. We're in a position where if we don't get results quick, we could find ourselves in trouble and not in a good spot as well. By the way, we're down to four first team injuries. This could be the beginning of the end. Again here at Brighton. We somehow kept that job last year. Right now though, we've got 4 players out injured, Fred suspended, and look to be in trouble at the early stage of this season. Give us a like, subscribe, let us know where you think we're finishing. Yes, we've had a fairly hard first 5 games. We need to turn it around. See you next time. Thank you and goodbye.